Hi and welcome back to Retro Anime Realm, where today we shall be looking at Dragon Ball Super Chapter 76, the latest edition of the manga. Now I felt that after the last couple of chapters, which contained pretty much all fighting, we get that again here, but together with some stuff that actually moves the plot along. This is something I find frustrating about Dragon Ball Super manga's monthly release schedule, but it is what it is, with Toriyama, Toyotaro and co having their reasons for doing so. Goku tries to interfere with Vegeta and Granola's battle, suggesting to team up against the Cerulean, and is promptly struck away by his fellow Saiyan. Vegeta has grown over the years throughout Dragon Ball to be someone who now feels guilty and regretful about his race's prior actions during their years under Frieza, and is most likely why he wanted to handle the problem of Granolah alone, along with his battle-hungry instincts. Despite having somewhat of a wake-up call seeing the Shigerians carrying from the frantic battle between Vegeta and himself, this was still not enough for Granolah to come to his senses. He was desperate enough to put all of his life energy into a single blast, with Vegeta willing to take the hit to atone for the Saiyan's past indiscretions. If this situation wasn't prevented, with Granolah's unreal strength, who knows how much damage his blast would have caused to the planet, the surrounding area, and perhaps the universe itself. Thankfully, Monaito and Oatmeal came to intervene in the nick of time to help their friend snap out of his revenge-fueled frenzy. Monaito was surprised to see a familiar face despite never actually seeing Goku before. No matter in what capacity, Bardock's return to the story is always a welcome one, being a much-loved character. Personally, like most fans, I much prefer the original Bardock from the TV special. Don't get me wrong, the character is still cool, but I hope Toriyama has plans in mind to merit the changes. The newer Bardock to me just seems a little too much of a good guy, when the Saiyans always held morality second to their ruthlessness. Goku, rather surprisingly this far into the Dragon Ball story, still knows next to nothing about his family origins. Off the top of my head, he met Raditz, and there's been a couple of references to Bardock, but not really by name if I remember well. This brings me on to something which is also a little bit interesting in my opinion, in that Goku has gradually, over time, become more in touch with his Saiyan ways, while Vegeta's gradually distanced himself, bringing them somewhere in the middle. As far as Vegeta is concerned, it shows itself here when he realises he doesn't have the ferocity to keep up his Ultra Ego form. It'll also be interesting to find out just how much Monaito knows. From the face of it, he appears to have had quite a good acquaintance with Bardock, so he may already have known about Goku's existence and his journey to Earth. Obviously, we already knew about the Namekian Monaito's existence on planet Cereal and the Dragon Balls that reside there. Goku and Vegeta had no clue about this though, and maybe now they'll be able to understand what the Heaters are up to. One also hopes that this leads to a window for other characters to enter the story, like Piccolo. Monaito is likely to trust the Saiyans due to Goku's resemblance to his father, but for Granolah it's a different story. Showing that they too have an Namekian ally may be able to put his mind at ease about Goku and Vegeta moving forward. In conclusion about this chapter then, I thought it was a really good chapter, and in my opinion was more enjoyable than the last few we have had over the last few months. It appears as though we are now moving on to the next part of the story, and it will be interesting to see what it will bring. Presumably, things with the Heaters will heat up, with them probably due to make their wish in due course. Anyway, that's it for this analysis, and I'll see you soon.